Today we're talking about learning target 2, which states that I can graph an exponential function. So an exponential function is a function with a positive constant other than 1 that is raised to a variable exponent. Okay. Now this may look one of two different ways. We can write them as f of x is equal to a to the x, and a is going to be representing a number that we're given. Or I could use y instead of f of x. Okay, now you're going to have two possible kind of pictures or graphs when you're done. One that looks like this, which is growth in blue, or this one that's in red, which represents decay. So we're going to have those kind of two different pictures. Okay, so to be able to graph these, we have these broken down into different steps. So first I want to create a table. Then I want to use the values of -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 for my x values. Then once I plug those into my function, I'll be able to create ordered pairs from that function. And then I want to plot those on the graph and connect the points. So first, make the table. This one's already created for you, but we're going to plug in -2, -1, 0, and 1, and 2 into these. So plugging in -2 into this function of 2 to the x, 2 to the -2 is the same thing as 0.25 or 1/4, which, remember, our negative exponent moves the thing down, so it's really like 1 over 2 squared, which is 1 divided by 4, which is 1/4. -1 gets us 2 to the -2nd, or sorry, to -1st, which is 0.5 or 1/2. 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the 1st is 2, and then 2 to the 2nd is 4. Okay, so once I have my ordered pairs, next thing is to plot these on the graph and then connect the points. And once I do that, then there's my graph. It looks like it's growth. So for number 2, I need to create my table. And then from there I can plug in my values. So starting with -2, 1/2 to the -2nd power. Remember that the negative exponent goes to both the top and to the bottom for this base. So it's actually flipping that around, making it 2 over 1. And squaring both top and bottom makes it 2 squared over 1 squared, which is 4 over 1, which is 4. Same thing with the 1/2 to the -1 power. That gets us 2. And then 1/2 to the 0 power gets us 1, 1/2 to the 1st power is 1/2, and then 1/2 squared, square goes to the top and the bottom, gets us 1/4. Okay, so you can write these in decimal or in a fraction form, doesn't really matter, they're going to graph the same way. Then I plot those points and connect them with a line and check out the graph. It looks like in this case we have a decay function. Okay, now number 3 has a little twist here at the beginning for the function anyway. Notice that there is a -2 at the end. That kind of changes how the graph will initially look, essentially, but it will still look pretty similar to the other ones. So I plug in all those values. If you would like, you may use a calculator to do some of this work. I'm not expecting you to be able to do all this by hand if you don't want to, which will make it a little easier for you. But if you don't want to, or if you're not sure how to do that with the calculator, that's fine too. You can do this by hand as well. So now that I have all my ordered pairs taken care of, I can graph them and see what my graph looks like. And based on the picture, it looks like it is still a growth function. Even though we're below the x-axis, we can still be a growth function in that case. Okay? Have fun.